Hello everyone, and welcome back. Today we'll be talking about a movie called Wrath of Man. Wrath of Man is a 2021 action thriller heist film directed by Guy Ritchie, from a script he co-wrote with Ivan Atkinson and Marn Davis, and is loosely based on the 2004 French film, Cash Truck, by Nicolas Boukrieff. The film is separated into 4 parts, each circling back to one main event that sets off a chain reaction. Watch out for spoilers, and let us begin. Part 1 of the movie, called A Dark Spirit, starts off by showing us an armored truck getting robbed by heavily armed men dressed as construction workers. 2 guards and a civilian bystander are killed during the robbery. 5 months after the robbery, a mysterious man named Patrick Hill applies to Fortico Security. In his interview, his soon-to-be superior, Terry, commends him for his references and warns him of the fatal robbery. Hill is then introduced to the company trainer Hayden, known as Bullet. Bullet then gives Hill the nickname H, and tells him he needs to score 70% to pass the test. Hill passes the tests, meeting the bare minimum requirements, and gets off to a rocky start with his new colleagues, including Dave Boy Sweat and Dana Curtis, the only female guard. On his first official day, Hill, Boy Sweat, and Bullet are assigned to the truck. While driving to a pickup, Boy Sweat tells Hill more about the robbery, revealing that he was supposed to drive the vehicle but that day had called in sick. After another pickup, Bullet is taken hostage by gunmen. The robbers radio Dave and Hill, and demand the $2 million left in their truck. Boy Sweat panics, trying to remember what protocol is in this situation, ultimately determining they should drive away without Bullet. But Hill convinces him to comply and try to save Bullet. The man tells them the location to meet, they go there, and then he tells them to open the trunk and throw the money on their car. Hill throws the money to the ground, which forces them to come out of the car, and then Hill starts to shoot them. Quickly disposes of the gunman with expert marksmanship, surprising Boy Sweat and Bullet. After this, we see the police investigators assigned to the robbery question Hill about why his shooting abilities differ from his training scores, which he says is due to the situation heightening his senses. The investigators ask him to watch security footage of the previously mentioned robbery to see if he thinks the 2 crimes are connected. Hill says there is no connection and is released. Outside, Terry tries to give Hill desk duty for a month in case of PTSD. However, the CEO of Fortico comes to personally thank Hill, telling Terry he should continue working in the field and get a promotion. The police investigators later identify Hill to their superior, FBI agent King, as someone the Bureau had been looking for 25 years. But King tells them to let Hill off the hook and let the painter paint. An associate subsequently visits Hill in his hotel room and delivers him Fortico employee files, Dana Curtis family pictures, and an autopsy report. After this, in a later pickup with just Hill and Bullet, a truck is attacked again. The robbers flood the armored truck with tear gas, forcing Hill to exit the vehicle, but as soon as the robbers see Hill's face, they quickly retreat. Terry doesn't believe his story, thinking he is a psychopath, but the Fortico CEO commands Hill again. Hill, now a hero at work, sleeps with Dana and then holds her at gunpoint to ask her about a $125,000 cash stash she finds, for which she claims she stole money once from a liquor store for retirement savings. Hill spares her life but threatens further repercussions if he learns she is withholding other information. After this, part 2 of the movie starts, called Scorched Earth. We are sent 5 months earlier, where we see Hill out with his son Dougie when he reluctantly agrees to a work call asking him to help with the recon of an armored truck route. Hill stops at a food truck on the other side of the bridge from the Fortico depot and monitors the gate, while Dougie stays in the vehicle. Hill confirms with his coworker that the armored truck turned right out of the gate. As the armored truck goes under the bridge, it is attacked by the men disguised as construction workers. One robber orders Dougie out of his vehicle and is told to lie down on the ground. Hill watches as one of the robbers shoots and murders Dougie. While running towards Dougie, Hill is shot several times, but survives. But before passing out, Hill sees the face of one of the gunmen. 3 weeks later, Hill wakes up in a hospital and learns of his son's death. Hill's wife claims their son's death was his fault and leaves him. After this, we see Hill meeting up with FBI agent King and requests information. King has a list of possible suspects that the FBI is also looking into. Unsure of who committed the robbery, King tells Hill he can do what he likes, but to consider he can only turn a blind eye for so long. Hill is then revealed to be Mason Hargreaves, a crimelord. His underlings, Mike, Brendan, and Moggy, are the gunmen that ran away from the second attack after seeing Hill's face. Hargreaves demands information to find the men responsible for killing Dougie. His men kill nearly everyone on the list from King but do not get any information about the robbery. Mike suggests that the crime was an inside job. Hargreaves tells Mike that he will fly back to London to clear his mind. Instead, he arranges a local contact, Kirsty, to provide him with the forged identity of Patrick Hill to set up History solo mission, to infiltrate Fortico security. After this part 2 of the movie ends, and we start on part 3 called Bad Animals Bad. It starts off sometime before the robbery. A group of disgruntled military veterans consisting of Carlos, Sam, Brad, Tom, Jan, and their former commanding officer, Jackson, are struggling to make ends meet. Most are unemployed or working underpaid jobs. The group decides to start doing increasingly ambitious heists. Jackson and Tom plan the heists in great detail while maintaining the facade of ordinary lives with families, except for Jan, who appear to have little respect for Jackson. Their first attempt to steal from a wealthy man comes up with only a few $100,000. Frustrated, they decide to use their contacts in armored truck companies to gain inside information for more profitable heists. When they perform the Fortico heist, it is revealed that Jan is the one that kills the guards and Dougie, against the wishes of the rest of the team. Jackson and Tom bring the team together for a much larger but riskier final heist, aiming to steal over $150 million from the Fortico depot on the Black Friday shopping weekend. Then part 4 of the movie called Liver, Lungs, Spleen, and Heart starts off by showing us Bullet and Hill riding together. And Bullet then reveals that he is the insider and tells Hill to cooperate or he will be killed. Hill agrees, having no way out. Bullet pulls over the truck, and 4 of the thieves, dressed in full body armor, enter and hide in the truck to gain access to the depot while Jackson and Tom follow them in a black SUV. Once the hostage cash truck enters the depot, they take hostages, including Terry and Dave, while Dana and 2 other guards are in the back of another truck, unaware of the situation. The thieves demand the gate be opened, threatening to kill Bullet if they don't, but one worker, John, triggers the alarm, and other guards begin shooting at the thieves. After killing the guards and using explosives to get through the interior gates, the thieves let Jackson and Tom in and start taking the money. Dana and Stewart contact the police, and Shirley decides to start shooting, getting killed. In the commotion, Hargreaves strangles Carlos and frees Terry and Boy Sweat. Hargreaves puts on Carlos's armored helmet and takes his guns. Bullet breaks his cover and kills Dana and Stewart. Hargreaves kills Sam and Tom, and shoots Jackson in the neck, while Boy Sweat kills Brad. Bullet shoots Hargreaves, and then kills Boy Sweat. Bullet, Jackson, and Jan make it out of the depot and evade police by entering a garage with access to underground tunnels. Believing Jan will betray them, Jackson takes out a pistol, but Jan stops him and slits his throat. When Jan and Bullet make it to the end of the tunnel, Bullet takes out a gun to kill Jan, but Jan kills him first. Jan successfully makes away with all the money before the police can deduce what happened. At his apartment, Jan finds a phone ringing in one of the money bags, which was planted there by Hargreaves to track its location. Hargreaves confronts Jan with Dougie's autopsy report, then kills Jan by shooting him in the same place as Dougie was shot. Hargreaves leaves the money behind and tells King it's over before he is driven away. And that is where the movie ends. Hope you all enjoyed this recap. Don't forget to leave a like, comment on what you think about it, and don't forget to subscribe so I can make more recaps of movies, TV shows, animes, etc. See you all on the next video.